illumination and void. Kalen draws his sword with a steely resolve, engaging the creatures in frantic battle, his scarred face set in a determined grimace. Isla and Eldrick seize the moment, scouring the cavern walls for another glowing crystal said to hold power over the darkness. Their search is urgent amid the clashing chaos around them. Eldrick's keen eyes catch sight of a smaller crystal embedded deep within a jagged stone, its faint light flickering like a heartbeat. He strains to dislodge it, fingers grasping the ancient rock, but the crystal resists, locked tight as if bound by the cavern itself. Isla moves closer, ready to aid his efforts. As they free the crystal, a swell of darkness rolls through the chamber like a tidal wave, intensifying and pushing against them with relentless force. The shadows creep closer, alive with a malevolent hunger that threatens to overwhelm their fragile light. The lumina crystal flickers, mirroring the rising tension. Isla carefully aligns the two crystals, their glow melding into radiant beams that carve through the shadow like swords of light. The encroaching darkness recoils, pushed back momentarily by this sudden burst of clarity. Hope sparkles in her eyes as the luminous power courses between them. Suddenly, a violent tremor shakes the cave floor, and a deep chasm splits the ground, separating Kalen from Isla and Eldrick. The gap is wide and ominous, walls steep and crumbling. Each side faces peril alone, the bond between them tested by the abyss. From across the divide, Kalen shouts words of encouragement, his voice unwavering despite the danger. Bracing himself, he begins scaling the sheer cavern walls with grim determination. His dark, braided hair clings as he claws upward, driven to reunite with his companions. Pressing forward into the shadowed depths, Isla and Eldrick discover faded inscriptions carved into stone, depicting an ancient ritual meant to restore balance between light and shadow. The symbols shimmer faintly under the crystal's glow, hinting at forgotten knowledge. The weight of history settles around them. Without warning, the lumina crystal's glow dims unexpectedly, sending a cold shiver through Isla's heart. The pulse of magic seems to falter, as though responding to an unseen threat. Darkness creeps not only outside, but within their very artifacts of power. Eldrick becomes encircled by a shadowy presence, whispering ancient curses in a language long lost to time. The dark aura tests his resolve, threatening to consume his spirit and fracture their mission. With eyes narrowed behind his round spectacles, he steels himself against the encroaching despair. Summoning her courage, Isla raises the combined crystals, a bright shield of light forming around Eldrick. The dark murmurs recoil, the malevolent aura dissipating under the radiance they produce. Their unity of purpose shines as a beacon amid the suffocating gloom. Just then, Kalen returns, breathless but determined, only to find a massive shadow beast blocking their path. Towering and snarling, it radiates menace, its eyes dark yet reflecting the crystal's faint light. The three face a new, daunting threat together. They move as one, using swift strikes and the luminous beams from their crystals to confuse and weaken the monstrous foe. The light dances around the beast, disrupting its dark essence, while Kalen exploits every opening. Their combined strength begins to turn the tide. Suddenly, the chamber shudders violently, stones tumbling as the cavern begins collapsing around them. Rocks fall in maelstrom, and shadows swirl into a tempest of chaos. Urgency seizes their hearts. Escape becomes paramount amid the crumbling ruin. Breathless, they reach a sealed doorway emblazoned with the ancient tree emblem, a symbol seen throughout their quest. Recognition dawns that this gateway leads to their ultimate destination, the final chamber. The air hums with latent power, signaling the climax of their journey. Isla carefully fits the crystals into indentations matching their shapes on the door's surface. As the last piece settles, the emblem glows brightly, and the heavy door unlocks with a resonant burst of light. Beyond lies the chamber that holds the fate of Valora. Inside, a pedestal rises, cradling the great crystal of Valora. Its vibrant pulsing life energy fills the room, but falters, flickering dangerously as if unstable. The air around it crackles with tension, the ancient power teetering between restoration and ruin. Approaching cautiously, they are confronted by the shadowy figure seen earlier, now revealed as the corrupted guardian of the crystal. Its form wavers between light and darkness, bearing both menace and sorrow. The Guardian's presence commands both respect and wariness. The Guardian challenges their worth, eyes piercing as it tests the unity and resolve of the group. A tense standoff ensues, where trust and strength must overcome fear and suspicion. The fate of the crystal and all of Valora hangs in the balance. Stepping forward, Isla speaks with quiet conviction of balance and hope, her words weaving through the chamber like gentle light. The Guardian's aggression softens as the combined crystals resonate with her spirit, harmonizing conflict into calm. A fragile peace kindles between them. The Guardian yields, merging with the crystal of Valora in a brilliant fusion that steadies its pulsing energy. Light spreads through the crystal, illuminating every corner of the chamber in serene brilliance. The once flickering crystal now glows with vibrant life and promise. A flood of luminous energy pours forth, pushing back the shadows that had seeped into the cavern's stones and crystals. The colors return, richer and more vivid, as darkness is swept away by radiance. The chamber feels reborn, a sanctuary of light restored. Eldrick studies the now clear inscriptions carefully, fully deciphering the ritual meant to awaken the crystal's true power. His amulet pulses in rhythm with the newfound clarity, guiding their next steps precisely. The path forward is illuminated by knowledge and hope alike. Together, the trio performs the ritual, their hands joined over the glowing crystal. A radiant light envelops them, weaving threads of balance between light and darkness throughout the cavern. Harmony is restored, yet deeper truths linger just beyond the glow. The dark, brooding clouds that had long hung over the land began to dissolve, unveiling a vast expanse of clear, cerulean skies. The once withered fields breathed anew, vibrant greenery spreading like a gentle tide, reclaiming the earth. It was as if the world itself exhaled a sigh of relief, its wounds visibly healing under the cleansing light. In Isla's hand, the crystal she carried pulsed with a steady, brilliant glow, steady and warm as the dawn. The light it emitted was no longer flickering or weak. It symbolized a renewed hope that now radiated within every heart. This was the gleaming promise that darkness had been overcome. At the heart of the village, the ancient tree, their timeless guardian, began to pulse with gentle waves of life energy. Its leaves shimmered with renewed vitality, reflecting the balance restored between light and shadow. The symbol etched into its bark seemed to glow faintly, a beacon of harmony reborn. One by one, the villagers stepped from their homes, eyes wide in cautious wonder at the transformed landscape. The tense silence that had gripped them was replaced by a tranquil peace as smiles slowly returned. They felt, deep within, the promise of safety and renewal settling over their homeland. Eldrick gathered the villagers near the ancient tree and shared stories of their arduous journey. His voice, steady and enriched with wisdom, spoke of courage tested and the strength found only in unity. He reminded them that this harmony was won through the bravery of each soul who dared to stand against the darkness. Kaelin stood solemnly